Deep in the valleys of the mist-covered hills, there lived a young traveler named Kavi. Kavi was on a journey to find the legendary Valley of Peace, a place said to bring ultimate freedom to anyone who reached it. To prepare for his journey, Kavi packed everything he could think of. He packed books of maps, heavy tools for every possible problem, dried food to last for years, old journals of past travelers, and dozens of mementos from his childhood home. His backpack was so massive and heavy that he had to lean completely forward just to take a single step. As Kavi walked up the steep mountain path, every step felt like agony. His shoulders ached, his knees shook, and his vision blurred from exhaustion. Because he was constantly looking down at the dusty ground, struggling under the weight, he missed the beautiful waterfalls, the singing birds, and the breathtaking views around him. Worse, his mind was just as heavy as his backpack. He was constantly worrying, what if the map is wrong? What if a storm hits? What if I should have taken the left path instead of the right? He was so consumed by his thoughts and his heavy load that he eventually collapsed under a great banyan tree, unable to go any further. He sat there crying tears of frustration. I am so prepared, yet I cannot move, he wept. An old woman from a nearby village was washing clothes by the river. Seeing the exhausted young man buried under his gigantic backpack, she walked over and sat on a rock across from him. She didn't claim to be a teacher or a guru. She was just a simple villager who knew the mountains well. That is a very impressive bag you have, she remarked cheerfully. Are you trying to move the entire mountain to the valley? Kavi sighed heavily. No, I am trying to reach the Valley of Peace, but the trail is too difficult, and I am completely exhausted. The old woman looked at his overflowing bag. The trail isn't what's making you tired, young man. It's what you are choosing to carry. She walked over, unbuckled his heavy backpack, and tipped it over. Dozens of heavy iron tools, old books, and useless trinkets spilled onto the grass. Look at this, she said, picking up a heavy, rusty iron anchor. Why are you carrying an anchor into the mountains? There is no ocean here. I thought, just in case, Kavi stammered. I wanted to be prepared for everything. The old woman laughed gently. If you try to carry an answer for every imagined problem, you will never have the strength to face the actual reality in front of you. To walk these mountains, you must trust your feet, not your baggage. She told him to leave the heavy iron, the old journals, and the extra tools behind under the banyan tree. She helped him pack only the absolute essentials, a small pouch of water and enough food for the day. As Kavi put the lightened backpack back on his shoulders, he gasped. He stood up straight instantly. For the first time in months, his shoulders felt light. But the real magic happened in his mind. As he looked at the discarded items, he realized that his brain had been exactly like that messy, heavy backpack. He had been carrying every worry, every past regret, and every future fear, leaving no room to just enjoy the walk. He took a deep breath, smiled at the old woman, and started walking up the trail. This time he looked up at the blue sky, listened to the rustling leaves, and felt completely alive. He reached the Valley of Peace by sunset, not because he found a secret path, but because he finally learned to travel light. The moral of the story: an overprepared, cluttered mind is a heavy cage. We often burden ourselves with endless overthinking, past regrets, and anxiety about the future, thinking it protects us. But just like Kavi's heavy backpack, it only paralyzes us. To find peace and move forward in life, you must learn to empty your mind of the things you do not need today. Travel light, live in the present, and trust yourself to handle whatever comes next.